Good morning. This is my second video this morning. My first one was just giving a thanks to everybody and giving a shout out saying, I appreciate everybody and stuff. You can see it if you go and look. Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff, and I really needed this one this morning. I'm going to put my glasses on so that I don't have any difficulty. I don't think I need them, but I'd rather be safe than sorry on making the video and not having to fumble with my words. This is number 32. Life is a test. It is only a test. One of my favorite posters says, life is a test. It is only a test. Had this been a real life, you would have been instructed where to go and what to do. Whenever I think of this humorous bit of wisdom, it reminds me to not take my life so seriously. When you look at life and its many challenges as a test or series of tests, you begin to see each issue you face as an opportunity to grow, a chance to roll with the punches. Whether you're being bombarded with problems, responsibilities, even insurmountable hurdles, when looked at as a test, you always have a chance to succeed. In the sense of rising above that which is challenging you. In the sense of rising above that which is challenging you. If, on the other hand, you see each new issue you face as a serious battle that must be won in order to survive, you're probably in for a very rocky journey. The only time you're likely to be happy is when everything is working out just right. And we all know how often that happens. Yeah, rarely. As an experiment, see if you can apply this idea to something you're forced to deal with. Perhaps you have a difficult teenager or a demanding boss. See if you can redefine the issue you face from being a problem to being a test. Rather than struggling with your issue, see if there is something you can learn from it. Ask yourself, why is this issue in my life? What would it mean and what would be involved to rise above it? Could I possibly look at this issue any differently? Can I see it as a test of some kind? If you give this strategy a try, you may be surprised at your changed responses. For example, I used to struggle a great deal over the issue of my perception of not having enough time. I would rush around trying to get everything done. I blamed my schedule, my family, my circumstances, and anything else I could think of for my plight. Then it dawned on me. If I wanted to be happy, my goal didn't necessarily have to be to organize my life perfectly so that I had more time, but rather to see whether I could get to the point where I felt it was okay that I couldn't get everything done, that I felt I must. In other words, my real challenge was to see my struggle as a test. Seeing this issue as a test ultimately helped me to cope with one of my biggest personal frustrations. I still struggle now and then about my perceived lack of time, but less than I used to. It has become far more acceptable to me to accept things as they are. And I don't think that I don't have enough time a lot of times. I actually probably have more time than most people in a given day to do quite a bit of anything. And, I've often said here from time to time, on any given day also, I have plenty to be doing. But from this reading, what I'm taking away from it for myself is I'm probably the hardest on myself about some of the things that I don't get done in a day. And it's usually involving maybe not feeling like I've done enough for the channel, or maybe I haven't actively been doing stuff with my action figures, which is a fun love of mine. It's not something that, life's going to stop if I don't be doing it, but it is enjoyable and I like it. And sometimes I beat myself up because I've went so many days and I haven't really messed around with them. I do the same with, if I've slacked any on reading for my daily stuff that I tend to read in the mornings, in the middle of the day, and like in the evenings. When I have slacked a little bit from that, then I feel a little bit pressured to get back into it. But I think the most thing I feel like I'm not doing enough of sometimes is just staying focused. When I find myself in the middle of the day and I feel like I've gotten a good bit done, but I'm like still like hounding myself about what else I could do, I think this reading here is reminding me to take a step back sometimes. And if what I think I should be doing or getting done in a whole day, according to my routine, and I'm not getting it all done, I shouldn't sweat it. It's not going to be the end of the world. As long as I do like some of the things that I need to do on a daily basis, there's certain things that are going to get done daily based on how I'm feeling. If I'm physically not feeling that great, then I may slack a little bit on some of the chores, or occasionally you may see a day where I don't really upload a video, and those are days where I'm dealing with something, or something's just not quite feeling exactly right. Or also, those are days that I've either gotten paid or had an appointment, and I just had less time at the trailer to myself to think about videos or what I wanted to do with the channel for the day. But even on days that I get out and go to the doctor and stuff, though, y'all see that I do try to make little segments during the day when I'm out and about. I like to share my days with everybody, especially when I do get out and I'm not at the trailer. It's fun to take pictures and show you where I'm at and what I'm doing walking around. But I don't know. I'm not feeling that great this morning, so I don't know what all I'm going to do today. I'm feeling good enough that I've made a video thanking everybody and reaching out to people, and then I'm making this video, which is for the most part a daily routine. I'm doing. For the most part, I read almost every day from this book. Sometimes you'll see that on the weekends I may not get one or two of the videos up, or I may not do a video on a Saturday just because I'm having a fun day and I'm relaxing, not stressing on trying to push something out there. And that's okay. I just got to remember, that sometimes we can't always get everything that we want to do done. And if we don't, it's not going to be that big a deal. And that's about all I got to say. I think I've kind of, look at old Big Butt. Oh, Big Butt, she's still waiting. I hadn't took her on her morning little journey yet. I think I'll do that after this video. I'll stop this video recording and start uploading it here in just a second. And then I'll gear up and I'll get her out of the way. We'll go on the little walk. And then I can come back. And if I'm still feeling kind of like, I'm not sick. I just feel kind of low energy. And yesterday morning I woke up, my chest was a little bit tight. It's a little tight this morning. I don't think I'm having a heart attack or a stroke or anything, but you never know. I mean, I will be 50 years old at the end of the month, and 50 Earth years. Yeah, imagine that. I would have never thought that I would make it this far, but who cares? I don't know. God does. I do. So I shouldn't ask that question. I do care. I care quite a bit. Until next time, Mr. Gray Cloud here. I wish every one of you a great, wonderful day, and I'll keep you in prayers. I'll put positive vibes and thoughts out there to you. I'm sending you some virtual hugs. There's a big old bear hug from me to you, and like I said, Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out. Ditto, 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 ditto.